I have an idea for Dead Rising in general. I've always wanted this, and I'm going to talk about it, because why not? Capcom, can you please make a Dead Rising prequel? I think a Dead Rising prequel would be cool, and what I mean by a prequel is, let's pull out some story from Dead Rising 1. If you remember Dead Rising 1, you find out, Carlito and Isabella are in the game. Carlito and Isabella dealt with the government attacking their hometown, Santa Cabeza. And this leaves a huge gap in story to fill in. Capcom, why not make a prequel game called Dead Rising Santa Cabeza, or Dead Rising Case Santa Cabeza, where you play as Isabella Keyes and Carlito Keyes, or you play as one of the government agents who infiltrated Santa Cabeza, and maybe you get to see the madness, you get to see how evil the government was in Santa Cabeza. But yeah, I just really think a Dead Rising prequel would be cool. Just tell the story. Tell the story. Like I said, the backstory, I'd like to know it. I'd like to see what Isabella and Carlito went through in Santa Cabeza in their hometown. I'd like to see what they went through before Willamette. I'd like to see what the government did there. I just want to see everything, alright? So, you let me know what you think of this idea I have. I just think it would be really cool if Capcom was to do a prequel for Dead Rising, and just was to do a badass prequel where you play as Carlito Keyes and Isabella Keyes, brother and sister. You get to play as them co-op. You get to find out what happened in Santa Cabeza. You get to find out what the government did to them, why they're so angry at America and the government. That would just be amazing. So I really hope this happens, or something similar like this happens. I really hope a prequel about Isabella and Carlito in Santa Cabeza, a whole story around them in Santa Cabeza, showing everything that happened, leading all the way up to Willamette, would be amazing. It would really fill in a huge gap in the Dead Rising series. Show how Carlito infected 50 children, which you find out in Dead Rising 1. Carlito infects 50 children in 50 states. Show how he goes through the process of doing that. So, as just a short video, let me know what you think of this idea. Would you want to see a Dead Rising prequel with Carlito and Isabella? It's a prequel. It tells the story of them in Santa Cabeza, what happened in Santa Cabeza, what did the government do to them, all that stuff. Let me know if you'd want to see that, or let me know any Dead Rising games you'd want to see. There's a lot of potential for the series in terms of prequels and stories, and I really do think a Dead Rising Santa Cabeza, a Dead Rising game based around Carlito and Isabella, just them characters, you play as them, would be fucking amazing. So I hope that happens. I really do.